I'm Jagir. Today's video, we're going to cover a real life example. Yes, so a lot of you want to get involved into crypto because you want to make money. And that's a healthy thing, right? Because money is one of the three pillars of health. You got your physical health, you got your mental health, and you got your financial health. And we want to make sure you are financially healthy through your job, through your business, but also through your investment portfolio and thinking of things in the long term. So today I'm going to bring you an example, A to Z, entry to exit, how I planned this particular position, entered and rolled the wave and got a over 2,000%. It was 2,600%, which is a 26x in 8 weeks. Now, it's a particular type of investment. I'm going to cover it with you. So if you like today's content, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification, because I want to bring you this wisdom that makes things practical, real, because this is the real deal. Everything is real that you're seeing with my videos, and I want to make sure it's making sense. And if you're thinking, who is this guy? Well, I'm the award-winning author of The Extraordinary New Venture Capital Opportunity, How to Invest Like a Pro. Now, let's dive straight in. So this was a company called shopping.io, right? It came to my attention in early Jan, I think it was January or early February, and liked it for different reasons. I won't cover that today, but the basic of the project, because most people kind of go, what is a crypto token and coin? What is it? Well, think of it as a company. You have Netflix, you have Amazon, you have Facebook. These are companies. So companies are formed and they're using the blockchain to do stuff that's very innovative in a different way. So shopping.io, the main problem they're solving is crypto shopping experience. Buy from Amazon, Walmart, and eBay with over 100 cryptocurrencies. So it's making it easier for you to buy things with crypto. However, we want to put on our investor hat now and go, right, what does that mean in real terms? So let me bring up the laser just so I can cover a few things. So we're looking at this in hindsight now. The market has unfolded and has made a correction. But when I was looking at this market, the market was in this phase here. It was early February, late January, before all of this market movement. So you have to make the decisions when you've only got this market data, which is really important to know. But I'm going to show you how it unfolded. So what I saw in hindsight as the market unfolded, which really helped me with my investment management, when I'm going to exit my first position so I can take money off the table and become risk-free. When am I looking to hold my second position and ride the wave to maximize my profit? So in hindsight, it looks like if you've done my Elliott wave video, you'll see that most markets unfold in a 5-wave pattern and then have a big ABC correction. So you can see this here. It looks like it unfolded nicely, and as it unfolded, this gave me valuable information and confidence on what's likely to occur next. So I'm confident on when I'm holding and when I'm looking to sell. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So as I bought down here, which I'm going to show you in a second, as the market came to a 3, 4 and forming a 5, this area here was when I was getting very hyper aware and ready to exit, right? When it was down here, I was like, look, it hasn't really done any 5 waves, so just being patient. So let's see how this unfolded. So first of all, from entry to exit, this particular position, sometimes it's longer, sometimes it's shorter, was from February 2nd was entry and 31st of March. So around 2 months, around 8 weeks, right? 8 weeks. To give you context on time, and each bar here represents 1 day. Each candle, green and red candle, 1 bar. So this 1 bar, just if you're new to charts, this 1 bar represents 1 day. And this one's another day, another day. So 7 bars would equal 7 days a week or 1 week. So I bought at $10. So the token price down here, if we just compare it to the on the right here, was $10. Right? The price over here was $10 per token. Right? So if you invested $100, you would have got 10 tokens. If you invested $1,000, you would have got 1,000 tokens. And then my personal exit strategy, more often than not, is 5x. When it does a 500% return, or if it does a 500% return, I take my money off the table. My original investment as a minimum, I exit. So then I'm risk-free. So in this case, it was when it hit $50, and then I exit. And I always see exit 1 as insurance. No one knows what the market's gonna do, right? There's no guarantees. But what we can do is what's likely and what's highly probable. So you got the probability in your favor, and if you do that consistently with proper risk management, you can make some really good money. So 5x, 50, $10 to 50 is a 5 times multiple. Exit 20%, which is 1/5, which is the original investment, so you become risk-free. And in this case, it was 5 days. Sometimes it's a lot longer, sometimes it's shorter, about 5 days. So imagine that you've entered into a position, and in 5 days, you're risk-free. So it doesn't matter if it goes down to the ground, you're risk-free, and you want that peace of mind. And then the high over here, up here on the top of wave 5, it reached the high of $292 within 8 weeks. So that's the 29 times increase in price. Now, it's often difficult to exit right at the top, but you can exit close to the top if you know what you're doing, especially when it comes to Elliott wave theory and Fibonacci theory. It gives some really valuable information to say it's a likely top, so you should start planning an exit. So my exit was actually $260, which is not too far from the top. So that's a total of a 26x. And exit 2 is about profit. You want to ride the wave. The trend is your friend. Ride it until its end, until it reaches its bend. So in this case, it's the trend is up. Ride the trend. The trend is your friend. Ride it until its end. The Fibonacci numbers and Elliott wave numbers and counts helps you see where the end is until it reaches its bend, and you see it's done a 50% plus correction. So what does this mean in numbers and money? Right, I'm doing this in layman's terms because you can really kind of get a feel for what's possible. This is happening. And if you know what you're doing, you can increase the probability that you're on the right side of the market making money as opposed to losing money. Because what a lot of people do, just so you know, is they'll watch a market like this unfold, whether it's Bitcoin or Ethereum or any other project, and they will see the price go up, they'll go up, and then at this phase, they'll go, oh man, this is going up forever. And a lot of amateurs that are not trained by at this phase, and the people that got in here, like myself, are looking to take profits over here. And then it drives the price down. So the people that got in late to the party tend to lose money and tend to not hold. And then they tend to sell here. And then the people that took their profits are now looking to take a second position down here. So you want to be sophisticated enough and where you can see the future, where it's highly probable what's likely to happen next. So 26x, $10 to $260 is 26 times, so that's what you refer to as a 26x or 2,600%, which means the same thing. So let's just use an example. So it's real layman's terms, right? I want to go, right, what does that mean in numbers you get? If I invested $5,000, what does that mean? Well, it means when you got your, in this case, it was very fast. You don't expect it to be 5 days, but in this case, it's just, sometimes timing is everything. 5 days, we got a 5x. Meaning your $5,000 turns to $25,000. Now you might be tempted to take all of that, but we're in it for the bigger gains. But we do want to take an insurance policy. So we exit 20%, which is 1/5 or 20%, which is the original investment. So the $5,000 goes back in your pocket. Yeah, is that making sense? Now you're risk-free. So no longer your original investment is risk-free, it's back in your pocket. But what's really cool now is the rest of this movement, you've still got, between, so here is $50, up here is $260. The move between here and here in hindsight, I didn't have the beauty of hindsight. I could only project forward into the future. So we're looking at this as an example that I used, actually invested in. This movement here is 5.2x. So 50 times 5.2 gives you 260. So we've still got 20,000 in the investment. Why 20,000? Where's that from? Well, remember, 5x of 5,000 is 25,000. We exit 5,000, which means we've still got 20,000. 25,000 minus 5,000 gives us 20,000. Times 5.2, which is this gain, for exit 2. Yeah, we want to get it as close as the 292, but it's very difficult to get right to the top. But getting close to the top is actually really doable. So the return in this example, if you invested 5,000 with this exact outcome, would be 104,000 net. So you got your 5,000 back in your pocket, and the second position rolled up and did 104. That is immense. That's over a 20x return. Over 2,000% in 8 weeks. I say to my students, it's crypto land, guys, where gravity doesn't exist. we are able to get in as retail venture capitalists, which means we can get in very early. Let down here, the market cap, I believe, was around 10 million market cap, and it rose incredibly to like $250 million. So it was like a 25, 26x, which is immense. And this is available to you. So today was really about just a real life example, the real deal. This is happening time and time again. And if you got the training, you can take advantage of this, especially during this bull market of 2021. If you like today's video, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification, because I want to bring this value to you so it can upskill you, so you can feel more confident operating in the space. And if you want to speed up your learning curve, I've actually created a free crypto masterclass, how to fund your retirement, how to find the next shopping.io. You know, this is still a good investment opportunity, but it's nothing in comparison to when you can find these early stage gems, because the returns are just absolutely insane. So I teach that in the crypto masterclass, the real foundation, but then also the management, which is even more important. You know, exit 1, how and why. Exit 2, how and why. And once you can understand that real kind of fundamentals of how to invest like a pro, then all of a sudden your game changes. You feel more confident. Your emotions are at rest. You can sleep at night. You don't have to be constantly checking the price of Bitcoin or Ethereum or any of the other projects. All right. If you like today's video, hit the subscribe, bell notification. I will see you soon in the next video.